A leader in legal technology services and managed document review is looking for a few good military spouses. Husbands and wives of active personnel earn 26% less and face unemployment at a rate over 4 times greater than their civilian counterparts, because military families typically move every 2 to 3 years. That's why companies like TCDI have made it their mission to offer reliable and flexible career opportunities to active military spouses in the legal industry from anywhere in the country.
We started TCDI in Northern Virginia as one of the thousands of government contractors up there. I've been a programmer for 30 years, and that's my background. As part of that, we got into large-scale databases and dealing with large data. And one of the largest collections of data you can run across is in large-scale litigation, and that's how we got into litigation support and developing software specifically for lawyers to use. And that's how we got into the review business. That part of the business really took off, so we concentrated on that, got out of the government contracting business.
We do everything from cybersecurity to forensics, litigation management, and document review. So we have a variety of different clients. We work with clients in the tobacco industry, pharmaceuticals, automotive. The client will be involved in litigation. They'll go to the court, and the court will say, we need you to produce or give to the other side documents that fit certain criteria. We have teams go through and decide which documents should be produced, withheld, things like that, and then the clients, evaluate and produce from there.
My original partner was a retired Army colonel, flew helicopters in Vietnam and everything. And then I was born overseas in Tokyo. My dad he wasn't military, but he was Army civilian. So we kind of came into the background with the company as being oriented towards military. We got into the document review business about 2 years ago, and one of our first hires was Jennifer Andrus. We didn't hire her because she was a military spouse. We found out she was a military spouse after she got on board, and we were talking about doing remote review, and she said, hey, this is a great opportunity. My husband is in the military, I've got to move, and this works out great. And it was her idea to kind of go full bore and look to utilize military spouses.
When you're married to the military, you get PCS or moved every 2 to 3 years pretty much. It's always going to be somewhere different. It could most likely be in a different state. And again, for an attorney, that's really tough, because then you've got to take that new state bar exam. You've got to study for it, which is 6 months of time off for studying, and then waiting for results, and then hoping that you pass on the first try with all these things that may or may not have been taught to you in law school, because the law being tested is different than what you learned. So it's very challenging for each move. When I came on board, I said, I know that military spouses face this challenge. I went through it. I know there's more people out there. I know that document review, as long as we can get the message out and really, work on that, something that would really benefit a lot of people. It's not just me. There's got to be more spouses in my situation.
Brian is a remote employee at TCDI who not only is a veteran, he's been a military spouse as well.
So I entered the military out of high school, and I served active duty. And then I left active duty, went to the reserves, went back in active duty. I met my wife in the military. My wife and I married in 2000. So I've been a military spouse for several years. When I retired in 2013, I was looking for new opportunities to do document review. I fortunately found the opportunity through the Military Spouse Managed Review program. We meaning my wife and I, were living north of Chicago at a military base. And so upon her retiring, we decided to move west, and San Francisco in particular, and I wanted to continue doing document review. And so the opportunities were much more limited. I'm not licensed in California. It's a smaller city. And so for me, having that remote opportunity was even more important.
The people that we've been introduced to, the reviewers that we've been able to get to join the team, have just been terrific people. I mean, you get the background that they're military spouses, that they're making the sacrifice to their spouses and to the country. But on top of that, they're just people of the highest integrity. I mean, they fit well with the company. They work hard, and they're smart. I mean, they're not looking for a handout. They actually have superior capabilities in the legal industry. It's just hard for them to find work.
For more information on TCDI's Military Spouse Managed Review Program, please check out their website at tcdi.com.